Welcome back, guys, to advanced class. Woo! This is where the fun is, right? In advanced class, I'm telling you. On Dragon Day. Dragon Day, it's the best. See, I am just going to be using a regular pencil to get started, and then we'll go and add some darker values. Make sure you have an eraser and a stump. My stump rolled off my desk. I need to make square stumps. That way it doesn't roll away. I mean, I know I have like 20 stumps, but okay. So how I created this, I started right here with a nice long oval. Okay, thicker at this end, smaller at this end, and then I built him from there. So let's go ahead and put that oval on there and see if we can get this. I'm so mad. I just totally didn't write down his name. He needs a name. I always want my dragons to have names. So I am right-handed, so I'm going to be starting on the left side and building my dragon toward the left. So let's start with that oval shape I was talking about, kind of long. Okay, remember, thicker on this side and then get a little bit smaller as you go toward the left. I'm going to be drawing pretty dark so you guys can see it, but you just keep it light, okay? Keep it light, keep it moving. I'm excited. We got tons of dragons. Okay, everybody like your potato shape you have? You all good? You go with that? Okay. So let's go up the front. Let's bring up this horn. So I'm going to do a nice curve and a nice curve. I want to bring up this horn, so I'm going to build it up. Kind of looks like a rhino. When I was drawing this, I was like, wow, this totally looks like a rhinoceros. So I'm totally excited to have a rhino in our dragon series or collection. One day I'm going to count how many dragons we've drawn together. I know it's at least 20. At least 20, because I just put so many of them on my keepdrawing.com there, so it can be awesome. So let's see here. Behind this big rhino horn, what are we going to do? I'm going to pull up another horn, a triangle. This one I want to make sharp, so kind of make it like a shark's tooth. You see that? I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. There we go. So good. Lacey, you okay? Can you hear me? Are you with me? Okay, good. I didn't want you to get lost. It's like hurricane raining outside my door, so it's making my throat itchy. Do you guys ever get that way in the rain? Yeah. Oh, it's like pouring down rain. So fortunately, no tornadoes, so we can have class. Yes. Everybody got it? Good. So down the front, instead of following this oval around, what I want to do is pull it out just a little bit more. Okay, pull it out a little bit more away from that area. I'm using my tiny Mono Zero eraser for my fun today. So as I go, I'm going to be cleaning up these lines. Now under that horn, we want to create the mouth right here, okay? So I'm going to just take a curve right here and bring it in, not too far. You're going to love this lower lip. It has like jagged edges. Like, blah. So on that, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a nice tooth right here, and then I'm going to put another one right here. Telling you, this one looks like a rhino and a shark together. Here we go. Let's pull this little jaw up and then pull it back. And then I'm going to just do that again, pull it out and then pull it back. Okay, that is weird. I'm telling you, you guys have got me into this dragon stuff, and now I'm just like a maniac. I love dragons. So what do we do with the eye? I'm going to come right underneath this horn and curve the eyebrow. And of course, everything on this dragon is very pointy, very sharp. I would not want to meet him ever, not even in a dark alley, ever. Just be scary. Now the eye, I'm going to just curve this down and then give him the cat eye. So I'm going to make a little curve right here. There we go. When we get our pencils out, we can add more detail later. Now his nose is right in front, and we're just going to make a really weird oval. Can you say that fast, Coop? Really weird oval. That's like really hard to say. Yeah, I know. It's a tongue twister, and I didn't even know it. It's too many things. Let's create this lip. So pull it out, make him have a pouty little lip, and then curve it back down. So curve that and bring that down. I gotta get my eraser and erase this line. There we go. Curvy, strange, and weird all at the same time. Now watch what I'm gonna do at the top. I'm gonna start where this first horn is, and instead of following this curve up, I want to go down a little underneath this to create a little curve under it, okay, like it's in the head. And then I want to go down, and then I'm going to curve this back. So I kind of put a little S right there. So for the rest of the year, I tried to plan every other Monday that it be a dragon day. So I love the ideas you guys send me, so keep them coming. I have tried to incorporate them in the lesson plans, so we'll all be happy, right? We'll all be happy. Now let's pull this body right here back. So just pull it back just to this line here. So we've got this front section of the body all built. We can go back and add details here in a little bit. Now we want, I'm going to go ahead and lightly erase this area because I want to put the legs there. I can still see it just a tad. I want to bring down his bicep a little higher up on the body. Okay, so let's bring down 2 contour lines, giving him a little bicep. Oh, I shouldn't say little, guys don't like when you say little bicep, but, and the elbow, let's give a curve for that elbow back here. Nice. Now for the forearm, we're going to curve this down. And then we're going to connect that elbow and curve that down as well. Very cool. So for the foot, I'm just going to pull this forward and make a nice little horseshoe. Cool. Now at the front, I'm going to take off the front because I have a really good shape going, and I'm going to add an arch and then pull out my toenail. Okay, so arch over and then pull down a toenail. And I'm just going to do three toenails on the front of this creature. Let's see here. So pull the little toes. I'm just going to curve over the toes. Just put a little arch over there. You can totally make them a little more detailed later when we do all of our details. Right now, I'm just giving just the basic. Now over here, we're going to have the other foot, right? Just right back here. So I'm going to come back at an angle, and I'm going to just draw lightly what I want to mirror this, okay? It's going to be the same thing. So I'm just going to curve, because we can't see this bicep, but I can see the claw down here. So I'm going to put like the letter C right here and then wrap it around. Okay, you got your letter C. And then we can just erase the front and do those little toenails as well right there. So I'm going to curve up. Can I zoom in more? Yes. There we go. Okay, so I curve up and then I create the toenail. Curve up, create the toenail, curve up, create the toenail. There you go. Now you've got 2 feet. Do a little curve above and you got it made. Yes. How cool is that? So right here above our bicep, we're going to curve around this. Okay, we're going to curve around this. Then, you know what? I want to add this line already so I know where I'm going. I want to add his little underbelly line. So this is going to be his belly area, and then we've got the top of him. So let's follow that line back here as well. Pull it down just a little tiny bit. We're going to add his back leg right at the end of our oval. Okay, so you can put a circle here. So it's basically halfway between that line. Got it? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Here we go. So this leg is going to come at a different angle. Okay, this one's gonna throw you, and you're gonna conquer the challenge. Are you ready? I'm throwing the challenge down. Okay, yes, I got thumbs up. Yes, thank you. Here we go. So underneath where this line is, I'm going to go under this and curve out. Okay, and then you're going to go on top of it and you're going to curve just at the back side. You're going to come out further. Now the kneecap, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 2 little quotation marks right here. Parentheses. Those are parentheses. Oh man, I've been working in algebra too much today with my daughter. I don't know what it is. Anybody else doing algebra? I'm going to be erasing inside here. I'm going to erase all that extra circle that we don't need down here and clean that up. So we've got a really cool leg coming. And then let's see here. I'm going to give him a really big leg down here. Let's see here. I'm going to pull down from that knee. I'm going to curve. And then from underneath, I'm going to curve. So he's kind of looks like a frog at this point. So wait, we've got a rhino. How many creatures are built into this one dinosaur? Okay, soon we're going to have a bat wing up here. It's going to be like 10 creatures all in one. I'm loving it. Oh, mercy. So now for the foot, I'm going to just pull out. No, let's see here. I need to angle this correctly. I want to angle it coming backward. So I'm going to pull out the foot going opposite this foot. Okay. So let's do 4 toes. I'm going to do circles just so I can make sure and get all 4 in between this area. So do you see me putting 3 circles there, or 4 circles there? 4 circles. There you go. Is this a very angry frog? Yes, thank you. This is my angry smoke breath frog rhino gummy bear. I'm going to name him Gummy Bear. I get a thumbs up for that. Woohoo, Gummy Bear. Hey, I even have a Pusheen dragon. Woohoo, my Pusheen dragon. I had 2 cups of coffee. I apologize. I should never do that. It's not safe. Cooper, where were you when I just needed another cup of coffee? Oh, okay, here we go. Let's pull out from the top of that circle. You're going to create toenails. So curve, curve, touch the top of that circle. Okay, curve, curve, touch the top of this circle. Come out. There we go. Angle it. And this one is going to come toward me, so I'm going to angle it differently. I'm bringing it down like a little teardrop maybe. Let me erase the inside so you guys can see this better. Ta-da, there we go. Over. There we go. Put them closer together. It's a little safer that way. And curve the bottom of this foot. Okay, I know we did straight lines, but let's curve the bottom of that foot. And then we're going to add the top of the toes with our curves. See how I'm adding the top of the toes. Put your lizard frog foot back here. Yeah. Okay, let's finish the belly. See our line right here for the belly? Well, go over your leg. And then let's see here. I'm going to pull it back to that other leg. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't go into this joint right here. That way it doesn't look really weird. So make sure you have it coming back to the lower leg. Good. I love it. Now let's go above this first leg here. Let's go pretty close to the eyes instead of back. I'm going to come right over here and let's add the letter C. The letter C. Now what are we going to do with that? We're going to take that and bring out this wing. So I'm going to pull it up just a little above the body right here. And notice when I come out, I'm going closer together. Okay, so they're going closer together. I'm grabbing my eraser and cleaning up inside. Anybody using a gummy eraser, kneaded eraser? I'm just using this tiny thing, so it may take me all day to erase later though. Oh, your pencil, gotcha. Is it triangle pencil? Looks like a triangle. Sweet. Oh, those are nice. I like those. Oh, those are very nice. You got that part right here? So, oops, I gotta flip mine around. Here we go. So once you get up here, we're gonna put the little elbow right here. Elbow. Got that? Yes. Now watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come up. I gotta make sure I don't go off my paper. So I need enough for the wing to come up even more. So don't go too high on your wing. Okay, so once you do that, let's bring the other thickness up as well. And remember, this is a bat wing or finger or something. So they don't have to be perfectly straight. I try to make mine a little rigid and bumpy and whatever. Cool. Now on the top up here, we've got one bump on the outside, and then we're going to curve down because we're going to create a little fingernail up here, or claw. Ah, I've got claws. Man, my claws need to be clipped. So here we go. Let's make that claw. You can make it as cool as you want or as small as you want. It's up to you. There you go. And then underneath this, we're going to curve in just a little. Just a little. Notice it's bigger than this little area. Cool. So up here, where we have our new little curve, I'm going to bring out that wing. That first little section. And let's see, I have 4 more lines to draw. So I'm going to come to this line that we have not complete, and I'm going to pull it out not as far. And then I want another one coming from basically that same point, but further, go further out. And then I'm going to touch this line right here, and I'm going to come out and go further. We're dinosaur geniuses. No. Dragon geniuses. Oof. Dinosaurs we're drawing dinosaur pushins on Thursday. That's why I'm stuck in dinosaur thinking, because I have some really cute pushins on coming up. So here we go. We're going to touch this section again This time, instead of curving down, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to curve the other way. I know, throwing you for loops here. It's possible. It is possible, I know. Crazy. Okay, we gotta make sure we've got 5 lines. Yep, good job. Way to go. Okay, go ahead, erase the rest of that oval for the body. Oh, this part too. We'll fix that up and make it body shape. Erase that area. Now we've got to attach this wing to the body. Okay, here we go. So right at this elbow, we're going to curve up and out. Now we're getting technical here. Whoa, seriously? Technical. So then the last part where it touches the body, we're going to touch down here and we're gonna go up and over that leg. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna connect all these. So watch what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna make perfect loops, okay? I want it to look like it's a little worn. So I'm gonna give a little wiggle when I go down, and then I want to curve around the tops. So I don't want to just have it a sharp end. Can you see what I'm saying here? So I'm going to dip this one down and then come out and go around and then dip down, come back, and this one connects. Woof, that was wild. That was a wild adventure. Did everybody get a wing? Did you get your wing? We just went down and around and down and around, just creating your own little style there. Just having a little extra fun with it. Okay, let's see here. I like it. I'm liking it a lot. Now we have this section right here we need to finish connecting. So I'm just gonna bump it over. Doesn't have to be any shape, just pull it over. Looks good. And around this little joint here, we're going to have little crease lines to let it know it's made a little bit of a crease. Okay, so yes, we need one more leg, don't we? We need this last leg. Need one more leg. So I'm going to point my pencil back so I know that my leg is just going to go right in this area. So I'm just going to pull down just a little bit and curve it forward. This is where we're going to tuck the other foot with the claw. So I'm just going to go ahead and shade that. So later when I go, what on earth is that? I know that is his foot. Okay, perfect. We can put a little more detail on it, like a little, I don't know, an ankle dip right there. Perfect. Okay, love it. So the second wing back here, I'm just going to come, oh, wait a minute, the thing I always forget. I always forget this little tiny piece of bat wing that comes along here. So just make a nice, just a small piece. Now we want just a little tiny hint that there's a wing over here. Okay, so we're just going to pull this part of the wing up. Remember, objects further away are smaller, so you want to end it like right under that other fingernail over here. Okay, so pull one line up, pull the thickness of that one up. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing we did over here. Curve, curve out. Let me zoom in. There we go. And then we're going to do a little curve down to the bottom of the nail. And then remember, objects further away are smaller. So make this one smaller than this one. There you go. Love it, love it, love it. And then basically we're going to do the same thing we did to this, but you only have to do it enough to fill this space, right? So we've got one coming out, another one coming out. Oh, we forgot this curve here. I forgot it. And then I'm going to put another curve here. Okay, let's do another one. Curve, curve, curve. And then this last one, you can just pull it the opposite direction. Okay, there we go. And then down here, I'm just going to put a little bit of a curve here to show that piece of skin right there. Okay, there you go. So we've got 2 front legs, 2 back legs. Ooh, we could zoomed in. And 2 wings. Score! Look at us. We are flying with this guy. Well, his feet are on the ground, but you could draw him in the clouds, right? Anything's possible. So let's pull out the bottom of the belly. Okay, I'm going to pull it out here, and we're going to use the bottom of the belly to create the tail. Okay, so think about that when you're doing this. You've got to have some on the opposite side. So don't go all the way to the edge of your paper. So we're doing that edge, and then you can come up to the top of the body, pick up your pencil and slope down. I don't want it messing with my wing, so I'm going to bring it up a little higher than this little area of my wing because I don't want that touching. And then I'm going to slope it down and get smaller as my tail comes to an end. Okay. Now at the end, I want it to have some sort of spike. So I add a spike down there. Perfect. I love it. Now for the belly, we've got this line coming down. So we need to finish this line and bring it down until that tail starts to turn. So just drift that and finish it off. Now the cool part is I put spikes going down the back of this and all over the tail. So let's see here. Let's go back to the front and put on our details. I'm going to grab a darker pencil. I think I'm going to go with a 3B. I'm going to go 3B because it's pretty sharp. I'm happy with that. Okay, so with details, I'm going to darken behind any of the backside of all my horns or hooks or whatever, and then add a little bit of detail to some of these areas. So I'm going to add some, where'd my stomp go? I'm going to blend the front and pull it back just a little. I want some contrast here. I want some shading. There we go. Now you can see. And since I'm zooming, you can see all my, zooming in, you can see all my little extra lines. So I'll clean it up. So I'm going to come back here and do the back of this one. Now his nostril, I want to make the inside of that nostril pretty dark. So I just put a line on the bottom side of the nostril. So there's a little thickness on the top. Let's see here, the backs of all these teeth, I'm going to just darken a little, adding a little depth to it, some fun. Now the bottom of his belly, I just put stripes. So I did some contour lines. So if you want to do spots or scales or whatever it is you're really good at, proficient at, then by all means do your favorite thing. I'm trying to do different on each dragon, so it keeps me awake and alive if I can do that. Underneath the dragon, he's got all kinds of spikes. I'm telling you, you don't want to mess with this dude. So I'm going to put some spikes on the bottom. So I'm doing like little shark fins coming back, but I want to make sure not to mess up any of my detail down here. Okay, so be very strategic in where you place your little shark fin daggers, whatever these are. Can you see those? Can you see I've got 4 so far. And then I'm going to skip the belly. I think I'm going to stick another one here. There we go. And you can shade some of these, making them look a little more noticeable down there. There we go. So I'm skipping the belly, and we can come back to the tail, and I'm going to do this underside of the tail. So I'm going to take my little V, or yeah, they're V's basically, and I'm going to change the shape of them as I bring them out at the tail. See how I did that? Made them a little longer and a little more dangerous out at the end. I like that. Oof. That's a scary dragon. I'm going to take my stomp and blend inside of them, adding more contrast to them. Doing the lines on the belly as well. Creating some more contour shape. Just doing behind that line and on the bottom of the belly. There we go. So now we need to do the same thing on the top of our dragon. We need to add this one. I added a really big spike right here at the top, and then you can erase inside of it. That came to the front of it. That came to this we see before we see the back of that wing back there. So I'm going to brush my pencil up this one and give it a little more texture. Let's see, I think I have room for another one even. There we go, I like that. Bringing that forward even more. There we go. Woo! Okay, I like this. Then we can come out the back, and this wing is in front, so back here I have to go behind the wing. So I'm thinking about the placement when I do this, because I don't want something closer to me that should be further away. So the wing is closest to me, so I'm going to work on being closest to that wing here. And I'm going to just bring these spikes down the tail. And they don't have to match up with the other spikes. Mine seem to just naturally do that. Ta-da! And then you can shade these as well. Okay, everybody's getting creative on me. I love it. I love it. You're off on your imagination man now here. You're gone. I lost you. Ah. Okay, I'm going to darken up some of my lines, because when you use your stomp and blend, they tend to get really light. So I like to add just a little more graphite to it. Okay, what else do I want to do? I want to shade my claws. I think I'm going to make them black with a little reflective spot inside. And then I'm just going to pull out some pencil lines here for my texture inside of the wing. There we go. Can you see that okay with all that light? There we go. I'm going to do just a little bit, making just some really cool texture on my dragon. Let's see here. I want to do that to all of these. I just think they're really cool that way. Then I can take my eraser and add some rough texture to it. If I listen to that pencil sound too long, it might make me sleepy though. It's relaxing, that pencil sound. Is that weird? Am I the only one who thinks it's relaxing? Oh yeah, I know. Okay, so I'm going to take my stomp and just brush this out, pulling it out toward the end. I'm not rubbing back and forth because I don't want to bring that back toward the wing finger. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks super awesome. Darken the back area, just add some more depth around the bottom of the eye and the little tear duct areas. And then he's got this really cool eyelid, so I want to just create some more shading on that as well. There we go. Ooh, he's so cool. He's so cool. I think he needs like a more texture on him. Here. I'm just going to do some lines back here, give him some more texture, and then take my stomp and create that texture. Oh yeah, this is good. The stomp is really good to help with the texture, I think. It's a perfect helper. Complements everything we do. So this foot back here, I'm going to shade it because it's further away and there's like no light under there. So I'm going to make that a little darker. Here, I'm going to add a little anchor shadow for him or her. I haven't decided yet. She's got smoke breath, so I don't want to tick her off in any way. Smoke breath means she breathes fire, right? Ooh, don't want to mess with you. I'm just gonna add a little anchor shadow down here and a little cast shadow for the tail down here. Awesome. Now you know what your imagination can. Looks awesome. That better? Yeah. Well, I'll see you next class. Bye, guys.